I've been waiting so long to do this, but it's been so long. Welcome to the 2026 first ever video. Yeah, this is not script. I'm just saying whatever I'm saying. So, uh, a lot has changed since the last video. Like the last video was last year, which was about the rebirth dinosaurs. So yeah, and you've noticed that the bed actually looks a bit different. So for those watched, I think some people think like, oh, the bed changed. So is his room renovated? So there's a lot that has happened since the last video that I've done. So I'm gonna give a room tour. So yeah, it's about time where, because like some people in public in IRL would ask me like, Daniel, where do you keep all your dinosaurs? And normally I would ask them like, oh, in my house. It's like, do you keep them everywhere? I'm like, no, not everywhere in the house. They're actually at the shelf over there. And if you can see here, this is my largest dinosaur. We'll get to him later. So let's start with this room tour. So if you walk into the room, you can just see that the amazement of the blank ass wall. And then you can see, if you look here, you can see that there's a lot of stuff actually, not just dinosaurs on my shelves. And then you get to my bed, excuse me, which, yeah, it's kind of plain. He's here too. So let's start with my biggest dinosaur. Have a little short review about it. So to start off, like, for me, I feel like Mattel could do better with the paint job because it is a little bit lacking. But that's the only issue that I have with this. Other than that, this is a really cool figure. Like I've always wanted to get it ever since the second trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth came out. And I noticed of how large and how almost paleo accurate these guys look. So I just begged it for Christmas, and yeah, here he is. His name is Tane. He's the Titanosaurus from Jurassic World Rebirth. And other than the other dinosaurs, he is my largest dinosaur to ever exist in my collection. So as you can see here, there's a lot of dinosaurs. This is where I normally keep all my dinosaurs in, including some old ones, which are kept separately up there. Then you move on to my bed, where I keep some of my old plushies here. And then you can just see this like other stuff, and then the shelves, and then like here's my studio. It's a bit cramped, but I'm still working on some space. This is something that I did kind of like late in 2022 for November. Something in Instagram that I did, and it was fun. And then I have the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom poster, some of my school stuff, and then here we have the little car. To start it off, we actually have like a few merchandise from McDonald's and stuff, because like, you know, back then Minecraft was actually kind of good. And then we have some really old badges that I've collected. We have like this Captives card, this Capybara card, some Demon Slayer things, and I've even got like some Captives with some Minecraft figures, because we'll get to that later. Some exclusive stickers and a special ticket to go watch the Jurassic World movie. Some exclusive cards that glow in the dark, and my favorite K-pop band. So I think by 2020, late 2023, I started liking Stray Kids a lot, and I love listening to their songs. I feel like my favorite one would probably be... Actually, there is a lot of like which one I love the most, but I feel like I think God's Menu or their recent one, Walking on Water and Do It. I like it. I like those songs. And then you can see here that it's like other photo cards of other K-pop people. What K-pop idols? So yeah. So I normally keep them up there. This whole cupboard of a color is gonna be all the photo cards of me owning Stray Kids photo cards. We move on to the little shelf here where we have my personal items here of all my accessories. And these are the mighty little biters that I kind of repainted their toenails because their nails needed to be painted, except for the Ankylosaurus, which was my most recent one that I've collected. And my oldest one is of course the Spinosaurus. Then came the Pteranodon, the Carnotaurus, and then the T-Rex. Then here's my little baby album, and then a little gift from my mother, which is a picture of me and my late grandmother. And here's another picture of all the times when I was a baby. I mean, when I was a toddler living with my grandmother. The memories. Then we have my Mattel Quetzalcoatlus being hanged on to and right in front of a puzzle piece picture, which has all different species of dinosaurs. And then we have something unexpected from everybody. Because I collect these little guys. They're known as Hironos, and yes, they're from the Pop Mart thing shops, but they're actually way better than Hironos. So yeah. And then we make it to the little area here where I have some really where I bought like this Snap Squat Carnotauruses and this little elephant here. Then we have some homemade flowers from a junior from my school, where she actually made these flowers for me, and it's really nice. I appreciate it. Then this Brachiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Stegosaurus are actually from McDonald's back then. They used to sell like these things for Camp Cretaceous, so I'm okay with that. And then we have some little bit more stuff here, which is a plushie of Tigger and a tiger. Actually, fun fact, this Tigger was with me when I was a child, like right when I was born. So yeah, I even had my first birthday with him, like a whole theme of just him. Then on my bed here, you can see that there's a huge Cinnamoroll plush, because I actually love Cinnamoroll. You can even see it down here, where there's a little one here. There's my little Hirono, which is a keychain actually, so I bring him everywhere around with me for vlogging, the next few vlogging sessions. And this little crochet dinosaur, which is really cute. I call him Chocolate Mint. And then my two biggest IKEA plushies, we have Blahaj, and then we have Jetastore. This and also this elephant was with me for like my whole entire life. So yeah, he's a bit flattened, so I need to get cotton for him or whatever, so yeah. Up here we have like little shelves of like, let's say this woolly mammoth thing, the Rebirth Spino, these things are all Rebirth collections, so all the Rebirth dinosaurs will be above here instead of the shelves that are going to be inside there. So we have, of course, the legendary Spinosaurus. We have Ember, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. We have a Tyranotitan, which my mom calls Iguana. We have a Utah Raptor, Inostransevia, a Quetzalcoatlus, and a Maiasaura. And I even got some exclusive Rebirth items too. Because during the time when the movie was released, if you buy any of these dinosaurs, you get a free keychain in Toys R Us. So yeah, we have a flying Dimorphodon here, and one up here. We got Jesus, my late grandmother, a horn, a board game with the Lego Skeleton T-Rex, Mother Mary, 2 Mattel masks, and my drink collection. And yes, I drank soju. But I really love to collect these though. Monster Energy cans are absolutely adorbs. I really love the blazing colors that they have. And finally, we're gonna be taking a look at the we're gonna be looking at the one that everyone's been asking, where do I keep my dinosaurs at? So let's start with because we have many different shelves of how I like to call it actually. We have the Flower Garden, the exclusive items, the large dinosaurs, the Camp Cretaceous / Chaos Theory species, the normal sized dinosaurs with a few sauropods, the massive giants that take over this part of the shelf, the super colossals that take up this part of the shelf, which is really high, some old dinosaur figures that I used to have in my childhood, including Godzilla, the mini dinosaurs, which are all the smaller species, all the different types of raptors, the aquatic section, aquatic section, all the minifigures, interactives, and somewhat. And finally, the minifigures and whatever rest is all here. So normally in this flower shelf, you can see that there's a lot of things that I've gotten as gifts from other people. And there are some, like including because mostly this flower garden here is actually made up of mostly Lego flowers. So you can see that there's a few flowers here and there, including some Lego dinosaurs that have been the guardians of the flowers. We have, of course, 2 Carnos and 1 Brachiosaurus, because 1 Carnotaurus is actually from a dinosaur park. And there's a few others, including a koala and SpongeBob. And then, of course, you have the Minecraft figures, including the recent Blocky figures. Lately, I have been collecting some, and including the main gate, which is actually the second set from the series. All these are from the first set, so Yeah. Next up in line is that we have all of the exclusive merchandise here. And not only the exclusive merchandise, I'm talking about like exclusive dinosaurs from Mattel too. Like for example, the Hammond Collection series, which I have 6 of them. We have the Corythosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, Carnotaurus, and Giganotosaurus, including the ones from like the old Kenner series, which have been reimagined into Mattel style, which is of course we have Hammond, the Red Rex, we have the Scutosaurus, we have Ian Malcolm with a baby Triceratops and a Dilophosaurus, the Truck, and of course the Carnotaurus, which is of course my favorite dinosaur. We even have a little bit of stuff of like old stuff as well. Like for example, this Giganotosaurus and this Indominus Rex were bought by my sister in Japan, Universal Studios. This Jurassic Park music box was actually bought from me in a mall somewhere where they were selling like other music boxes, where this one is actually used to sing the theme. And then this Raptor, of course blue, is obviously from Hasbro. I just feel bad for how it looks. Although I'm not complaining though, this is a really limited edition thing. And then we have like every other stuff that I have here, like a slap band, watch, a thing, like a photo booth. We have some logos, the tickets, a Universal Studios Singapore snow globe, some Camp Cretaceous items, and some exclusive collective cards, including a Wild Pop-Ups Carnotaurus and my only Imaginext Giganotosaurus. Then we move on to the large dinosaurs, where I have my 2 other Stegosauruses, including a Pentaceratops, Cyanosaurus, a Suchomimus, 2 Carcharodontosauruses, a Cyats Mikirorum, we have a Tarbosaurus here, we have a Yangchuanosaurus, and a Sinotyrannus. Moving over to the Chaostherian / Camp Cretaceous shelf, we have the Ceratosaurus, we have the Allosaurus. Actually, we have 2 different Allosauruses here, but we have one that I like to keep it down here. We have a Baclospinax, we have the Ouranosaurus, the Bioluminescent Para, a T-Rex, and Bumpy, the Ankylosaurus, Firecracker, the Brachiosaurus, a Triceratops, Sinoceratops, Pierce, the Kentrosaurus, the 3 Baryonyxes, Carnotaurus Toro, an Allosaurus from Chaos Theory, and of course the Brachiosaurus. Now moving above to the shelf, we of course have a lot of different species here. We have of course the Abelisaurids like Ecrixinatosaurus, Majungasaurus, Rajasaurus, Scorpiovinator, and one of our smallest Spinosaurids, the Ichthyovinator. We have 2 Allosauruses here. Yes, I have a lot of Allosauruses for some reason. We have the Fallen Kingdom one, and we have the one from Camp Cretaceous. We even have a Diabloceratops, we have Pseudoceratops, father and daughter. We have an Ampulosaurus, we have another baby Brachiosaurus, which is actually another offspring of him. And then we also have the Bajadasaurus, which is a very rare species that Mattel does. And then we have one of my elusive figures, which is the basic Edmontosaurus. We have a Hesperosaurus, we got a Cryolophosaurus, a Concavinator, a Dryptosaurus, a Metriacanthosaurus, and an Eocarcharia. And then right above here is where we see our biggest dinosaurs yet. So we have Therizinosaurus, our biggest Triceratops. We have an Indoraptor, and the Spinosaurus is holding baby meat. We have the Indominus Rex, we have Giganotosaurus, a bigger Allosaurus, the Scorpius Rex, and then 3 T-Rexes. Rexy, a black one, and one that I kind of custom painted it to have stripes. So these are all the main shelves that people will see. Moving down here to the small species, we got a lot actually, and I mean quite a lot of them. We have Gigan Spinosaurus, Craterosaurus, Stegosaurus, a couple of Dracorex and Stygimoloch, a Poposaurus, a Calescus, we have a Herrerasaurus, a Monolophosaurus, we have an Eoraptor, we have a Mashacosaurus, we have an Alioramus, we have a Geniodectes, we have a Dilophosaurus, a Laphosaurus, and Morus Intrepidus. And, hold on, if you look back here, you can see that there is a Dilophosaurus, Dimetrodon, Prestosuchus, Nothosaurus, Taniostrophius, Shringosaurus, Scutosaurus, another one actually, a Styracosaurus, Zuniceratops, Ionosaurus, Avaceratops, and a Boreala pelta. And right when you go down here, you will see all the different species of raptors. We have a pack of Velociraptors here, we have an Austroraptor, we have a Pyroraptor, and we have our 4 main Atrociraptor packed with the humans. So these are all the small species. Then over here, right next to the small species, we have the aquatic zone where we have Mosasaurus. I do want to get the bite and blast one. That is really cool. We have a Dacosaurus here. We have a pair of Liopleurodons, which I got for Christmas at the same time. And then we have a Plesiosaurus, and finally a Kronosaurus. There's nothing really much of like when it comes to the aquatic area because I couldn't find Styxosaurus or Elasmosaurus. So yeah. Then we have the small interactive creatures, where it's normally for kids 4 and above or 3 and above. It's very interactive. These ones over here can be very interactive for the kids. Then over here we have, of course, the playset, including every single minifigure that I've been collecting over the past years. From the first wave of Dominion figures all the way to the Rebirth figures. So that's the only Rebirth figure that I have now, but I'll be getting all of them as soon as I can. Then, of course, we move down here. There's nothing much but old nostalgic toys, including some captives. For some reason, there's a Black Panther there. I don't know why I kept it, but yeah, it's just creativity. Then moving over to the top shelves, we have, of course, my super colossal Carnotaurus Toro with a few cinema rope stuff with, of course, a huge limited edition bucket, what do you call it? A popcorn bucket from Jurassic World Rebirth. And then, of course, you have some old dinosaur blocks. And then, of course, we have a Giganotosaurus and a Pteranodon. This is the basic inch Pteranodon, while this one is the super colossal Giganotosaurus. And finally, for the last shelves, we of course have some old dinosaurs that I've gotten over the past years when I was just a kid, including my only 2 Funko Pop figures with some Carcharodontosaurus figure with an old T-Rex, and my best one of all, this huge Godzilla figure, which is, of course, the 1995 Burning Godzilla, which of course is actually is one of my favorite Godzilla designs because of the way it colors and all that. But he's got more of like a yellowish tone instead of like an orange tone, but it's okay. I'm more happy with the fact that he looks as good as he is. So in conclusion, my room is practically just a Jurassic Park whenever I wake up to it. And also, I'm not really just a dinosaur fan. I can be also like a K-pop fan if I want to. Well, it can happen as well. I would love to just see my favorite K-pop fan just look at my dinosaurs and go, wow, that is a dream. So yeah, that's all. That's all of the stuff that I have. So if you like this video, if you like my room, don't come and find it. This is my room. Y'all can't have it, so yeah. So I will see you all next time in a different video. Thanks for watching, and take care.
Stop ransacking my room.
I'm not ransacking your room.
Tell that to the camera, I mean meow. No, angry board. Ow.
Stop it.